So comrade for the fight, O loyalist, hear the drum. Against the worshippers of death, against the yellow plague. Oh, let the people's noble wrath boil over like a wave. This is the Zaenderist sacred war, the sacred war for life. Let's rise against the blasphemers of all Christendom. Let's rise against the stranglers of fiery loyal minds. Oh, let the people's noble wrath boil over like a wave. This is the Zaenderist sacred war, the sacred war for life. The black wings shall not dare to fly above our towns and fields. On our soil they shall not try to even make a step. Oh, let the people's noble wrath boil over like a wave. This is the Zaenderist sacred war, the sacred war for life. Sacred war, the sacred war for life. Into the degenerate's head we'll drive a bullet deep. A sturdy coffin shall we erect for all Teutonic filth. The sacred war for life.
All right. Let's get this bread. Believe I am loud and clear, if I am not mistaken. Got a great rally tonight. Peaking at over 60 players. I think we're doing pretty good. Could be a lot worse. We look at these rallies that Octavian is hosting with Rising Calavos, and they're getting less than 20. So I think we're doing something right if we're still getting high numbers, you know, double digits, high double digits. Let's get this bread. Make sure that your guys' volume is up in the game so you can hear the rally music as I speak. It does add to the mood and the environment, so if you don't have your music, not your music, so keep your music off, but your volume on, or you'll be missing out on some great effects for the speech. Let's get this bread. Once again, my fellow Zaenderists, we have rallied at this place, upholding the plan as promised by me. Over these past hard-fought weeks, the opposition has made move after move to try and sabotage our plans to continue the struggle without Octavium and without Stalemated. Hit pieces, announcements, attempts to bribe our members, admin attacks, exploiting, and even doxing attempts have been made against our upper echelon. Yet again, we have resisted their efforts to conquer us and have emerged victorious with over hundreds of Zaenderists rallied at this place. Did you really think that their efforts to bring down the Zaenderist movement would finish us for once and for all? No, of course not. Sorry, someone muted you all in game. Because above all, the Zaenderist movement is loyal till death to the core principles of this organization, which lay inherently in loyalty to me no matter what. No matter what allegations they make up, no matter what attacks they conduct upon the infrastructure and game, no matter what offers they make us in attempts to subvert our loyalists and opportunists, they can offer us hundreds of USD, they can offer us thousands in Robux, but we all know that we are unstoppable, that nothing will stop us in our relentless effort to uphold Zaenderism and keep faith in the plan. Almost 1 year ago, Howard Hughes made a speech that the Octavian Zaenderist people will be loyal no matter what. That when the call to arms has come, that the Zaenderists will rise up with undying fury and lunge forward into battle to kill the enemy. He asked the people, even if the ground shook, that even if Satan himself summoned millions of demons, even if we were surrounded on all fronts, would the people still stand with Aleczaender? And the people passionately shook their fists and said yes. Well, today, comrades, I ask you again, will you maintain such faith and such loyalty against impossible odds? The enemy states that the end is near, that this Root Media video will destroy us, that many will leave, and that many will betray the cause because of the controversies and allegations. Will I ask you amongst you all, will you betray me despite these efforts by the opposition to bring gloom and doom to our ranks? The enemy believes that through continuous pressuring and accusations that our ranks will eventually break and that I will collapse. I then ask you, my fellow people, is the enemy right? Are you going to flee from victory and join ranks with the enemy? And join them in Octavium and join them in Teutonia? I ask then, comrades, are you prepared and ready for the next directive to bring forth glory and victory to Zaenderism? Are you ready to devote all of your efforts, every breath, every action, every deed, and every thought toward endless success? Are you prepared to finally demonstrate your trust in the plan and join service in the next great project that we have built to reclaim what was stolen from us? Good. Comrades, are you prepared and ready to launch a full frontal offensive into Octavium, to kill the traitors who stole our land, to avenge your mothers and fathers who were slaughtered by the Teutonian invaders, to beat the Teutonians back for everything that they've done and restore the lands that your ancestors fought for and bled for? The ancestors that 5 years ago crossed the lands of Alamans, occupied Paris, liberated London, and dominated North Africa, and built the greatest empire to have graced this community. Then, comrades, lift up your rifles, lift up your voices, and prepare yourself to charge endlessly into enemy lands with an immeasurable faith and undying loyalty. Prepare to kill every enemy and put forth an effort every single day toward a total victory until your breath has ran cold, until every last land has been liberated, until you have fired enough bullets and put up a fight so incredible that the enemy will go running while thousands of us march over their cold, dead, lifeless bodies. The Zaenderist movement will never die, and it will never give up until we have established justice for every single evil doing and every single crime that has been conducted against our Octavian people. We will never give up. We will never relent until the destiny that has been laid before us has been fulfilled with the establishing of our community, independent and sovereign as it always was and always will be. Comrades, let us prepare to retake what was ours. Let us show no mercy for the opposition, occupying it with immense force and showing to the world, you can beat us bloody, you can attempt to bribe us, you can threaten us with doxing, but the Zaenderist voice is the most loudest and powerful voice of all, and we will not stop fighting for justice until you have killed every single one of us. Censure us if you'd like, but listen closely. Your days are numbered, and soon the day will come when the banners of Zaenderism fly proudly over Octavium, Teutonia, and stalemated. Death to the traitors, long live the loyalists, Ave Zaenderism, Ave Aleczaender, and Ave Christus Rex! Ave! 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 Rise! Rise! Rise and show! Show to the world! They will never defeat us! They will never conquer us! Christ will rise and show to the world the truth and crush our enemies to a bloody pulp. I will now present to you all the next unveiling of the plan, which will focus our full attention to the Legionary Orderstate of Octavian. Comrades, as hinted in prior announcements, I have allowed the creation of a final Octavian project to encapsulate the Octavian aesthetic, culture, and environment in the most radical form. A pure Zaenderist state run by and led by committed Zaenderists, influenced and untouched by Aleczaender and all other foreign leadership of this community. I have tasked Grand Legate Raymonds, Reynard, formerly known as Random G. Smith, as well as Deputy Legate Angelo, with running this project, while I brainstorm and plan out the next project in mind. They will have full responsibility and delegated power to run this project, while I will advise them in the background, making occasional visits and rarely making executive decisions. It is imperative, comrades, that starting today, that all devoted Zaenderists dedicate their time and energy to the project by taking up ranks and getting involved. Already, some of you have done this, but now it is mandatory that all of you partake to some extent. Even if they don't have the divisions you want to join, even if you don't receive a rank in command, you must put forth every effort towards this group to demonstrate to the opposition that we are not dead, but rather we are alive, and alive well in the face of our enemies. We will never relent, and we will never give up in the face of all opposition, no matter what. The time for rest and relaxation is over. As warned 2 weeks ago, this short-lived chapter of rest will be followed by hard work and devotion to rebuilding the community. The time has come, Zaenderists, comrades, to finally launch a counteroffensive against the enemy and maintain a constant activity in the Orderstate. To support this effort, we will be bringing back Madrid, as well as all the Madrid factions featured previously in Octavian. The only real difference is that there will be less divisions, and Madrid itself will appear more warlike to match our current situation. As the Orderstate grows and gains momentum, more positions will open up and more divisions will release. But now, we must take this energy, and all of you must put this energy towards Madrid. Every hour, every day, hold events, and keep your men busy with holding off raiders or fighting the factions in game. This is a Zaenderist sacred war, comrades. As we speak, thousands curse our name, and dozens of nations are on our doorstep, praying for our downfall. The world is watching, and their expectation for us to collapse. But we will never collapse, and this 10-year struggle that we've made to build this community on a bedrock of Christianity will never die. They think that we will die tonight, but tonight we show them that hundreds of Zaenderists are ready and willing to die for this cause. Tonight, and forevermore afterward, we will show to our enemies that this dream did not die. That dream is still alive and will remain alive until they have killed every last Zaenderist present at this rally and beyond. We will remain active every day at Madrid, and we will shock them by pulling in incredible numbers beyond their worst nightmares. We will show on the battlefield fearless energy, and we will demonstrate true justice in the face of our opposition, which will be firepower and rockets when they approach us. While the thick Octavian struggles to get even 20 people on their map, without trouble, we will pull 30 or more people as our average at Madrid. Our rallies will number in the hundreds, and at some point, the Orderstate will probably even surpass 1,000 members. With our current situation seeming desolate and hopeless sometimes, the Orderstate will be a glimmer of hope that there is a future for us, that there is a future for Zaenderism, and most importantly, that great things are coming, that reinforcements are on the way. And the truth will prevail above it all. Now, we do have a special guest. and I do not believe he is in game. But we do have another special guest who you're all very familiar with. I have invited Deputy Legate, rather, I want to say, not Deputy Legate, Grand Chairman Raynard G. Smith, to go further in depth about the Orderstate and Madrid. He will provide greater insights as to what to expect, what positions are open, and what you can do to help. As soon as he finishes this speech, we will provide a maximum of 1 hour of time for the Orderstate to recruit and prepare everyone for the launch of Madrid. Once that allotted time has expired, we will launch our new map, Battleground Madrid, which will be our new map that we will patrol until we have completed the next project. As always, my loyalists in arms who I will never give up on, Ave Zaenderism, Ave Aleczaender, Ave Christus Rex, Ave. Grand Chairman Raynard G. Smith, take the floor.
Ave, thank you. Now, greetings, my fellow Zaenderists. I am your new Grand Chairman and Grand Legate, Raynard G. Smith. Though most of you most likely know me as Random G. Smith. I am also the president of the Smith Network and have spent many years in service to Aleczander. Now, I have been appointed as Patrick J. Smith's successor in both the Orderstate and Zaenderism itself. I am here to talk to you today about the Legionary Orderstate of Octavium. This is our new project, an Octavian state run by loyalists, those who respect Aleczander as the one true leader of the nation. We honor his efforts and dedication to the original Octavium through the continuation in our project, the Legionary Orderstate. Using this, we will give all of you, whom I am sure miss late Nation LARP, as we do, a new project to dedicate our time to grow Zaenderism in our own strength, which we so deserve within the genre. They may attempt to stop us, they may attempt to hold us down, hold us back, but we all, together, can deliver this Orderstate to a greatness unseen by those within the genre previously. Soon we shall top Calavos's rotten puppet, once again proving he runs genres into the ground as he did with the PBR. We are what made Octavium so great. Without us and our faith within Aleczander and God, then this Octavium is nothing. We are already well on our way to proving that. All we have to do is sit and watch his Checkpoint Madrid have a whopping 10 players at peak hours. Like artist puppets and the CNRA will also attempt to get in our way, but we, united, will be completely and utterly unstoppable. We have persevered and held out for so long, in the face of so many attacks, never wavering, never hesitating. No longer will we solely be on the defensive, but with the establishment of the Orderstate, we will be so back. In fact, since we are all ready, all those whom are involved in the Orderstate shall be prepared to hop on to refurbish Battleground Madrid after the recruitment period is over. If you aren't involved but you wish to be, now's your time to DM a divisional praetor or lead commander, whose names I will provide shortly, and to get yourself a job whilst you still can, before we truly open the gates. We will launch the Orderstate, and from there on we will continue to grow. I do not expect it to be easy. I do not expect us to immediately return to peak Octavian numbers. But this is certainly achievable. We can do anything at all together. Nothing can stop us from achieving the greatness that we deserve, and united together under Aleczander's glorious guidance, myself and my deputy Angelo's leadership, we will soon surpass anything that could be dreamed of. With the release of Battleground Madrid, we will resume regular operations and duties, growing larger and larger. We don't stop there, however, as we are a nation. After we grow, we will begin to train again. We must be prepared to take raids, fights, battles, both within the community we've joined and on our own map. We must be sure to defend Aleczander's interests, as we are his greatest loyalists. The hour is upon us, brothers and sisters. We will rise again in the name of Aleczander, and reclaim all that we have lost and more. Ave Aleczander, Ave Zaenderism, Ave Christus Rex, long live the Orderstate.
Very good work, Angela. Very good speech.
Oh, thank you.
Now, go ahead.
Okay, so as I was going to, I'm just going to give them the rundown of the divisions. Now, 3 divisions, okay? The Legionary Order, which will be the main combative force of the Orderstate. These combined veterans of the Vanguard, Shock, Armored, and more. These are the ones that will be running the Orderstate. And if you want a position there, or to join, or anything at all, you can DM, Socrates Pharaoh, who's the Praetor, or Sketchsir, the lead commander. They will be the combat force, so if that's what you're into, go there. And then we have the Legionary Police. Okay, they're the ones that are a combination of the Gendarmerie, the SD, and the Inquisition, all into one. If you want to join them, because that's what you like, the Praetor is Tacitus B. Smith. The lead commander is State Trooper, and I believe the executive command or the secondary commander is One Love. So DM any of them if you want a position. Probably not Tacitus, since I don't think he's on right now. And now finally, we have the Legionary Guard. They will be just like the Imperial Guard of Octavium, just with newer, nicer uniforms. Now, if you want to join them, you can talk to Scuba, the Chief Praetor, because he's currently filling in for them. Not A7, because he's on LOA. Mason, T. Santiago, and Glitch's father are ones you also want to go to. So if any of those interest you, I mean, even if they don't, and you're looking for something to do, DM one of the people that I've mentioned. Take yourself position. I think they have mostly under battalion command as available positions, but something might have changed. That's all. Do make sure to get one fast.
All right, so in the time that we have, I have allocated the Legionary Orderstate 1 hour. That time will begin at 3:30 to accommodate all of you into divisions, branches, whatever you all desire, essentially. I know that some of you are not in the Orderstate, or you're not even in an Orderstate division. So I would recommend and encourage all of you to essentially locate a division in the Orderstate, talk to a higher rank, talk to the CO, and get yourselves into a division if you haven't already. It is imperative that all of you put forth an efforts to contribute to the Orderstate, and that you maintain activity at this Orderstate as we had done in the past. If you need a group link, you can obviously DM anyone here that has an Orderstate uniform, whether it be Reynard, whether it be the gentleman in the front in the brown uniforms. You do not need to rely on me for a link. We've announced this numerous times before. Going forward, as I said in my speech, this is a very serious time. This is a war of activity. I understand that school is starting, and I understand that some of you have mere weeks until your vacation ends and you want to enjoy. And that is fine. We've allowed you all the last month and a half to be on a break and relax. But right now, the Detonians are trying to build a community completely ruled and owned by them and nobody else. A community rampant in degeneracy, rampant in sexuality, rampant in ideals that will hurt the youth rather than benefit the youth. All of you already know this. In order for us to prevent that community from succeeding, we must have an active player base. Our maps must be full of players. Our maps must be full of activity. You must ensure that Madrid is online every single day. Do not do it for yourselves. Do it for the children. Do it for your fellow youth next to you. Do it for your future children, so that there could be a community that is Christian and Christ-like, and a community that is pure of such degeneracy and such filth that we've seen from these groups. And it's not just Teutonia that I'm talking about, but also these cash grab empires that prey upon children for money and funding, unlike our organizations and our groups. You must fight on until your hands have run dry and cold and tired, because it is something that we all have an obligation to do morally and spiritually. This is a war, comrades, of good versus evil. It is a war of moral versus immoral. And we are on the side of good. And we are the only side, we are the only voice advocating for that side of good. We are the only opposition to this monopoly of a community that has been formed by Stalemated. And it is imperative that we win so that the youth have a future in a community that is pure of such degeneracy and such filth. I am not only asking you and ordering all of you as a mandatory effort to be active, but I am pleading with all of you as loyalists, as friends, and as brothers in arms to put in at least 1 hour every day. At least 1 hour every day to Madrid. That you put in an hour of patrolling or an hour into hosting a training or something, so that our youth have a future in a genre that is not led by that sexual degenerate that we speak of. So, with that being said, you can all start by joining a division, by joining the Orderstate, and by preparing to deploy for the sacred war. A war of good versus evil, a war of loyalty versus disloyalty, a war unlike any war before it. Comrades, the battle cry of the hour is loyalty or death. Comrades, loyalty or death. Loyalty or death. We must ensure it is either us or them. Will it be us? Will the Zaenderists die and crash down and burn to be a footnote in history? The rise and fall of Aleczaender, who built an empire and fell? Or will they write that the odds were impossible? They tried to destroy Zaenderism. They labeled Aleczaender a predator. They made a hit piece, thousands of views, the world against him. But he rose up, and he rose from the dead. And despite the allegations, and despite the odds, he rose. Everyone and his people rose and proclaimed the greatest empire in the history of the genre. That is what they will write. And they'll ask us, how did you do it? How did you win? How did you survive? And we will say, comrades, God did. It wasn't us. We are only mortal in this genre. God did. God liberated us and freed us from the chains of our enemies and rose up and won the day for our people. That will be the legacy of Zaenderism, and that will be the legacy of Aleczander. Mark my words, comrades. Let us demonstrate to the opposition, to the evildoers, our intent is not world domination, but our intent is to fulfill the word of God and reestablish the Christ kingdom in this platform. God did, not me. I am a mere mortal. I am a mere voice in the wilderness. God uses us like his instruments to do his will. So prepare for this struggle and prepare for this war and prepare for this battle like never before. Because we must win. We must not lose no matter the struggle. It gets tiring. It gets tedious. But we cannot lose no matter what. We will fight every day. I don't care if they exploit my game until the day that I die. If I join a game and it crashes 1,000 times, I will rejoin the game 10,000 times more and play the game. I'm not going to give up. Will you give up if they crash the game? If they play loud exploits? If they come in and try to sabotage? Are you going to give up? No! Not a single person will complain if we get exploited. People will rejoin the game and say, exploit us again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and we will rejoin and will never relent because we will win. We will win because we must win. Never give up, never back down, fight to the last dying breath. That is my order to all of you. You've served well, all of you. You've all served me well. And now I ask you the greatest task of all, to maintain your loyalty and oath through your activity and service. I'm relying on you, all of you, to fight for me as I've done for you. So I bid you all good luck. It is now 3:30, so let's rehash. I will allow for an hour for the Orderstate to recruit, rally, and prepare all of you for deployment. Pack your bags, wear your uniforms, bring a rifle and a backpack. We are going to war, comrades. We are going to war. We are going to fight the toughest, hardest battle of our lives, and we are going to win, God willing. God willing, we will win. So prepare yourselves for battle and prepare yourselves for victory. One last time before I go. Ave Zaenderism, Ave Aleczaender! Ave Christus Rex!
Ave!